Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now today, it has been Baba's big day to give it the fifth and maybe final trial to become the fifth president of the Republic of Kenya. And there are some issues that Pauline Njoroge, who is a close ally within Jubilee Party, is pointing out. She did it in the morning, earlier before the Azimio la Umoja event. And people are reacting to Pauline Njoroge's post on her Facebook page. Very mixed reaction. And this is what she is saying. Good morning, Kenya. Our moment to separate wheat from chaff has come. By choosing Baba, I am choosing hope over fear, silence over noise, truth over lies, wisdom over bravado, integrity over theft, unity over division, reality over fiction, record over promises, inclusivity over exclusivity, futuristic over pre-industrial, skills over handout, continuity over disruption. I'm safe with Baba. That is Pauline Njoroge. Now, I find Pauline Njoroge's post very interesting. And since people are reacting to that post, I want us to use this opportunity to check into the reality of what Pauline Njoroge is trying to put outside there. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our returning subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. I'm also requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, if you check into these issues, what I see to be reality here is that if you check how Raila Odinga has been doing his campaign, of course, he has been selling hope to Kenyans. We are in a dire situation where the economy is not working for anyone. No jobs. But when you look at Raila Odinga, he is giving hope that if we get power, definitely there are issues that is going to settle down. And he can bring normalcy in the near future. But if you listen to William Ruto, how he is campaigning throughout the entire country, you will hear William Ruto always using abusive language. Amekuwa akiita watu kitendawili, mtu wa kung'oa reli. He even got to an extent of framing people and even communities, thus instilling fear among Kenyans. So when Pauline Njoroge talk about hope over fear, I buy into that. She's talking about truth over lies. If you listen to William Ruto, to some extent, he's the one who was giving promises to Kenyans about in 6 months' time, this and that will happen, the stadium, and all the promises, jobs, walisema watapea internet vijana, they talked about laptops, all those things. There is nothing that has been fulfilled. And still, William Ruto comes out openly to give more. He's still giving promises that might not be fulfilled. So if you compare that, you see what Raila Odinga has ever campaigned on. It is something that he can deliver, and if given chance, he has always delivered. So that is the truth. At least what he said, you can believe in it. But you can easily take William Ruto word as lies because of the reputation we have heard from him. Pauline Njoroge has talked about silence over noise. If you check now, Raila Odinga is a man who has changed his kind of politics. Before, he used to make much noise. But Raila has chosen a different way. And if you look at William Ruto, the way he's doing his politics, he's the most noisy person as well as speaking now. Wherever he gets, there is noise. You will hear his people even complaining on issues that are baseless rather than complaining on the real issue. He gets somewhere in a rally, you see the noise that comes from that rally. After he leaves, watu wanapigana tu. Kelele ndio inaendelea. So, it is true, I can buy into that. Then there is issue of integrity over theft. Raila has always talked about issue of corruption. He has always come out clear to be seen as a person who can fight corruption. Until even when he joined President Uhuru Kenyatta in handshake, people have been complaining that Raila is not really fighting corruption as he has been doing so. But William Ruto has been known. Some time back, when they were talking about Aurora and Kimwarer, the 7 billion, Ruto came out clear to say that the money in question is only as if it was just thousands of shillings. He was saying it's only 7 billion. Ile nye Raila alikuwa anauliza, is 7 billion a change for mandazi? So you see, he has come out as an individual who has been defending the corrupt people. And you see, every allegation to do with corruption, it has always been pointed at the Deputy President William Ruto. And even he has never come out strongly to defend, he has never come out strongly to fight corruption. Look at his campaign. There's nowhere William Ruto is pointing out to Kenyans on how he will handle the issue of corruption just in case he's given a chance to lead this nation. But Raila is clear that I will deal with the issue of corruption, and that money will be used to at least help poor families to get something. Now, Pauline Njoroge is also pointing out to the issue of inclusivity over exclusivity. Look on how they formed the 2013 cabinet. Look at how they formed it. It was half-half. What did William Ruto do? Because now we want to check into the reality here. All the positions that he got, he went ahead to give out to the Kalenjin nation. But President Uhuru Kenyatta tried to stretch out and share out at least some positions with other communities, despite the fact that still Kikuyus got most of those positions. So Ruto excluded other communities in the cabinet. But President Uhuru Kenyatta tried to embrace. Look at Raila Odinga as an individual. Anytime he got an opportunity, he has tried always to give out a Kenyan picture in every opportunity that he gets. Any appointment that he gets outside there, when he was a prime minister, and anytime he got to lead this nation. So Raila is a person who can embrace inclusivity, be it with age, religion, or even ethnic. But Ruto has proved to Kenyans that he is a pro-Kalenjin. He will always look at his tribe first before thinking of any other issue. So on that one, I still agree with Pauline Njoroge. And then she's pointing out the issue of skills over handout. I think this one we don't need to discuss. It's just clear. It does not need any explanation. Ruto has been out campaigning, and every time he gets out in a campaign, before he addresses the people, he always tells them that he's going to give out some money, or he gives them money before addressing them in form of handouts, so that now it will be shared among the people who attend that event. Maybe 500, 1,000, or 2,000. So he has been a pro-handout leader in the country. He still wants to have a continuation of what Moi was doing. Hizo ends. But look at Raila Odinga. He's a man who comes out with policies. He sells them to Kenyans. But Ruto want to bribe people through handout. So, of course, the reality is that Raila want to sell skills. He want people to embrace skills. But Ruto want to give handout to people, which can lead a nation into poverty. Because yeye hapeani ndoana kwa watu wavue samaki. Anataka kupeana samaki. The day will stop giving out that money, then the country will be rendered poor. Because even if we don't have enough jobs in the country, give skill to people. They will try to get jobs even in other countries there. Watu wataenda huko nje, watafute kazi. And again, when people have skills, they can even start something for themselves. They will not necessarily depend on government to give them jobs. Lakini sasa wheelbarrow jameni. How? And Pauline Njoroge also is talking about wisdom over bravado. Raila has wisdom with his age. So it is going age with wisdom. The way he is handling things right now, you see, a man full of wisdom. That's why people are calling him Baba. He is a father figure to most of Kenyans. But look at William Samoei Ruto. He has always come out as a person who is chest thumping. Like a man who wants to use force. A man who is actually in pretense of bravery, but not the reality of the issue on ground. Ruto angetaka tu kutumia any means to get into power. That's why he can just thump. That's why he believes in himself. He don't believe in anyone. That's why you see he is with his UDA party and he don't need anything apart from UDA party. You are either with him or not. That is William Ruto. And lastly, the issue of continuity over disruption. Raila Odinga has always used the national anthem to remind Kenyans about what our forefathers had in mind for the country. Plenty be found within our borders. So, Raila would want it to be implemented. He would want the agenda that our forefathers had to at least be achieved in one way or another. There was the issue of construction of wanasema SGR. It was started by President Mwai Kibaki and Raila Odinga, who came try to implement. So Raila would want to have that continuation. But William Ruto has been seen as a person who will come to disrupt the continuation of our forefathers had in mind for the country. There are so many issues we can point out. You don't need necessarily to agree with me, but let us meet in the comment section that you can also give me your view. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.